Hello, everyone. It's your boy again, the master teacher Serene, your grandfather, your father, your mentor, your coach, your friend for some of you. So it's my pleasure right now to be here and talk about another topic, a very interesting one. Today we're going to talk about attraction. We are going to talk about the most attractive women in the world nowadays. So recently, it has been shown on certain researches that Asian women are turning up to be more and more the most desirable women in dating by men all over the world. It doesn't really matter if you are, depending on your race or anything of a kind, but definitely all of us are following Asian women now, which wasn't the case back in the days. It was more like, Asians were like, I don't want that. We are nigga. Yes, for those who speak Chinese, you would understand. But definitely things are turning out to be different now. And I will answer the to the questions, maybe how and maybe why the Asian women are taking over right now in terms of dating. So my take will be that first of all, I need to define, because when we're talking about the most desirable women in the world, definitely by men, yeah. So when you talk about men and women, it's all about sexuality, and sexuality could be seen in many different levels depending on your level of thoughts and your level of understanding. So for some people, there are people who are very much on the surface level, where they look at sexuality as pretty much just, for men they have something in front of them, and women they have another one down there. But like, as long as you have this one, and you can be messing around with that, and that's pretty much sexuality. For others, they look at the brain, they look at how intellectual is the person in front of you. Attraction has a lot of layers, like more like they take time to discover the person, especially those with sort of deep cultural kind of background. They will need to study you. For some, might take like 2 years. For some, 1 week. For some, 1 month. So sexuality, really, attraction depends on your cultural background, or depends on how you kind of vibe with your body. But here I'm going to focus on things that are more serious, things that are more important to me, and the way I look at things, why Asian women are taking over the men all over the world. I think, first of all, you see, for example, Africans, they have the big nyash, the big bum, the big butts and all that. They have this one, the boobs and all that. But that's some of the things that they used to use back in the days. White people as well, they used to have like those blue eyes, and they walk like I don't know what. They kind of have like some sort of supremacy kind of thinking system, that they think they are the most beautiful. But things are beginning to change right now. So yeah, the thing is, yeah, basically, sexuality to me is more like the not a different kind of orgasm. Some of our African friends, they would expect you to be very hard, very good in certain activities, in which you can knock them hard. You can go for 3 rounds, you can go for many rounds, and that will be sort of attractive to them. And you would, this kind of orgasm is what kind of tickles them. This is what, and if you have 6 packs for men, and you push ups, you do kind of thingy, so when they see that, they start to feel horny. Yeah, so these kind of things are beginning to change, because Asians don't certainly have these things. They don't have big nyash. For the majority, they don't have big boobs. So there has to be something that is going around here, that maybe our brothers and sisters, especially the African ones, don't really know, or maybe they are kind of lacking. So I'm thinking about sexuality the source of sexuality is technically what causes you to have those vibrations, those chemical reactions in your body. Let's say if you see a child, for men, every morning when you wake up around like 5 6, the thing is already up, because it's like a toy to you. You can play with it, nothing's gonna happen, you're not going to come. But then the moment you start to think of it as a sexual organ, you put the mindset of the animosity, the thingy, the animal, the animalistic thingy in your brain, and the images of for those that watch a lot of videos online, those XX videos. So you would start to be, you can even masturbate, because for you to masturbate you need to picture a woman naked, you need to picture something that you kind of practicing with. So but definitely the real sexual organ that really has power over anybody is the brain, is the way of thinking, right? So I'm going to go a little bit further to explain, because some people who really just be thinking from their sexual point of view, from their physical orgasm, or their physical organs, like this one down here for men, and the other one down there, they might be getting angry at me because they might not understand. But what I'm trying to say is, like, the real sexual thingy organ for attraction is the brain, the source. No man in this world would just get an erection just because it happens. No, technically, the older we get, the more conscious we become, the more images, the more pictures of the positions and the Kama Sutra that we have in the brain. That's pretty much, by the time you see a woman, that's why certain people, when they see those African women with big nyash and all that, that's how the chemistry happens, the reaction happens automatically, because that's exactly what they picture in their brain. But what if we change the narrative now? Because we are losing the women, our women are losing the charisma. They are losing the charisma because technically we are not that sexually attractive anymore. Meaning that we are losing the charisma. We are losing the essential qualities to be attractive, right? I'll try and go a little bit much more further, but for now I think you're beginning to understand that my point is that most Asians are they're using their brains or their sexual abilities, their sexual organs better than most of the races, white folks included, because back in the days, white females were one of the most attractive, the blondine and all that. That's what we used to see on TV, but we don't care about it anymore nowadays. Things are changing, right? So the qualities, let me now talk about the Asian women. The qualities of the Asian, what makes them different, what makes them right now get on top of the world in terms of dating and men desiring to be with them more, is because their brain is very attractive. They, some, I will talk more about African women because I kind of understand them pretty much better than certain ones, though I'm global citizen. But let's say about the certain African women, not the majority, but a lot of them, they don't have a vision, they don't have a direction in life. And some men, technically, they don't use their brain to think. They think with their they think with their organs, they think with their thing in front, and the women, they think with their neck, with their butts, they think with their boobs. The only thing they're carrying, the only thing they got to give is technically whatever they have on them. But deep down there, no vision, no direction in life. And you would see that it's getting worse, because back in the days, Africans had culture, but because of the mixture with the history and all the globalization sort of consequences, that Africans want to look like certain kind of people, So we're losing everything and we don't have an identity anymore. So you will see, some kind of a beautiful African woman or some white women. She's beautiful. She's got all the coverage, the packaging, but inside it's poison. Getting into marriage or getting into a relationship will be some sort of prison to you, because nowadays we get in a relationship to build together, but like by the end of the day, you get into a relationship with some type of woman that you building yourself and she's there taking everything. So yeah, but she will give you the you can come, but at the end of the day, how are you going to die? If you are a man with a vision, because nowadays men also are beginning to change. The new generation of Africans are beginning to think forward. They're beginning to have a vision. They're beginning to not just just go with life because of the erection. The erection is not giving them directions anymore. So that's why we are shifting now to some Asian sort of new branding model. So I'm mixing French now, yeah. But technically, you see, Asian women have a direction and a vision. You will see in Asia, most women are taking the lead. I've met a lot of friends here. I'm now in Japan. Met a lot of friends, especially those Americans and Canadians. They come from their countries. They have nothing, but they meet, since the Asians like them too. So they meet some rich Asians here, and their family will pay for the marriage. They pay for everything. They even find them jobs. They help them to kind of get settle down and all the thingy. And men nowadays, or even before, we are people that are looking for opportunities. Not all men are kind of just romantic, looking for orgasms to just come and all that. Some men be thinking about the family, future, and the vision, where they want to go with you, before even going on with the looking at what you got to offer in the relationship, the kind of nitty-gritty thingy for every day, cuddling and all that. So men are beginning to change now. So because the people that can offer some sort of sustainability financially, specifically, because everyone now wants financial orgasm. Nobody wants to die poor, and Asians are very much into money, especially those women that are making it here. You will see here a lot of women are taking the lead everywhere. They can put in 100%, the man too can put in 100%, or they can help you as a man to get on track and then start to share the bills together. I know at some point we are different, right? We are different, men and women. We cannot be, biologically, we cannot be the same. When a woman is pregnant here, most of the time they plan things ahead. Sometimes some women, especially the richest one, they might go for even 5 years without working. She will just be home. The husband will be taking care of everything, but she will make sure that she has already prepared the man to be ready for that. Or herself, she can afford it, So, but which is not really happening with African women of these new generations, or even the white girls. They are also just, they come in as a liability in your life. And, since we are no longer just following the erections, so you can go for a short run, but for long run, it's not making. Most of the people getting married, if you check on the records, you will see Asians are getting married every day. Asian women are getting married every day. White folks, some of the things that are not really happening, but they are playing a lot. They are playing a lot of games. Africans, okay, it's happening a lot. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, there is really something we should learn from Asian women. They are very much focused on a vision and direction. Though I know for sure they have their culture that is helping them to focus on the focus. But this is something that other races, other nations are beginning to lack. They're beginning to lack, and it's affecting the result on the market of love right now. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it for now. Don't take it personal for African women. I'm an African as well, and white people around here, white women, definitely I don't have any problem with white women as well. Or I love Brazilians, I love the Indians, I love everybody. But like, it's true that Asian women are taking over the world right now, and certainly there's some stuff that we're not doing well, right? So you will see even in Africa, women are more like a liability to the man. Men also don't want to push their women to become the best. That's why at some point you will see like because there's nothing that the woman is really bringing on the table, and at some point that's why some African men, the typical one, the cultural one, the backward kind African, they would be thinking that a place of woman is maybe in the kitchen, she's just there to cook some food for him. She's there to, to satisfy his envy, his libido, his sexual desires. But then that's pretty much it, that's pretty much it, which is kind of strange because, if your women don't be using only what you got, the boobs and the nyash, you can be a man as well. Like in terms of sexual attraction, we are the same. We can all not use our chemical reactions or our organs down there to think. We can use our brains to think and love from that specific level, you see. So it's not really it's an advice I'm trying to give to some of us Africans, because we are really going down in terms of dating communities in Africa. You will see a lot of communities, Africans abroad, Africans in Africa. It's really just playing around, and yeah, we are not doing anything. We're not building together. Meanwhile, Asians, among them, I'm not so sure if it's working that well, but at least other people now are looking up to them, and they are beginning to desire them more. Maybe there's something to do on our side. Yeah, so I know like white women used to think they were the most attractive women in the world, but nowadays they might be jealous of some Asians, I guess. But like, that's not a personal attack. It's just that I'm saying whatever is happening to the world right now around me, and whatever the media are telling us. But I'm checking the information on the ground and researching. I can tell you can do your own research as well. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. It's going to help the channel to grow. We're here for educational purposes, and don't take it personal. He was your friend. I hope we still remain friends, though maybe we can also date sometime. Africans and white women, we are still good friends. It wasn't personal. I'm just saying that the brain is more important than the boobs and the butts. Asians don't necessarily have that, but they are the one taking over because maybe their brain is more attractive. Bye for now.